This show is part of OnePlace, a daily network of focus briefings across the stories people follow most.
Welcome to today's briefing. We have a lot of ground to cover, from high-profile legal battles to surprising celebrity romances and the latest viral controversies making headlines across the globe right now.
Katie Price faces backlash over her history with pets.
Jessica Alba enjoys Hawaii after finalizing her divorce settlement.
Simon Baker's dating life sparks rumors involving Nicole Kidman.
Zendaya and Robert Pattinson joke about a superhero rivalry.
Tiger Woods' DUI arrest causes tension with Vanessa Trump.
Experts question why Tiger Woods refuses to hire drivers.
Joseph Duggar spotted with his father after prison release.
Chuck Norris's family slams AI misinformation after his death.
First, Katie Price's pets.
Katie Price is once again under fire as she reportedly considers re-evaluating her life, which apparently includes finding new homes for her 12 pets. This news has reignited a massive wave of criticism regarding her history with animal care. Over the years, Katie has faced significant backlash following several tragic incidents involving her animals. For instance, back in 2017, one of her horses was killed after escaping into a busy road. That same year, she faced scrutiny for trying to sell her Sphinx cats, Dobby and Hagrid, because they didn't get along with her dogs. The public reaction has been swift and harsh, with many animal rights advocates questioning why she continues to take on new pets when her track record includes so many unfortunate accidents and sudden rehoming decisions that leave fans feeling very uneasy.
The list of tragedies is honestly quite long and heartbreaking for any animal lover to read through. Beyond the horse and the cats, there was her German Shepherd Queenie, who was tragically killed in a hit-and-run accident involving a delivery driver. Then there was Marvin the chameleon, who Katie claimed died of a broken heart after her son Junior moved out. While she often expresses her own devastation on social media, the sheer frequency of these events has led to a historic level of backlash. Critics argue that her lifestyle simply isn't conducive to responsible pet ownership. Now that she is reportedly looking to ditch her current roster of 12 animals following her marriage to Lee Andrews, the conversation has shifted from sympathy to a demand for accountability regarding the welfare of any creature currently under her care.
Next, Jessica Alba's vacation.
Jessica Alba is making headlines for a much more relaxed reason, as she was recently spotted showing off her incredible figure while on a spring break holiday in Hawaii. The 47-year-old actress looked radiant in a skimpy bikini as she enjoyed some quality downtime with her children and friends. This trip comes at a significant turning point in her personal life, as she has just finalized a multi-million-dollar divorce agreement with her ex-husband, Cash Warren. The settlement details are quite substantial, revealing that Cash will receive half of Jessica's residuals for all the work she completed during their 16-year marriage. This includes major projects like the Sin City sequel, for which she was reportedly paid millions. Despite the heavy financial implications of the split, Jessica seems to be focusing on her happiness and her family during this tropical getaway.
It is great to see her looking so joyful after what must have been a very stressful few months of legal negotiations. On social media, she shared several snaps of her trip, calling her children her favorite humans and even posting a sweet selfie with her lookalike daughter, Honor. Fans have been flooding her comments with compliments, praising her for staying authentic and maintaining such a positive outlook. Interestingly, while she is currently dating Danny Ramirez, he kept a low profile during recent public events like the Oscars after-party, suggesting they are taking things at their own pace. Between practicing meditation on a boat and playing rounds of golf, Jessica is clearly prioritizing self-care. It is a reminder that even after a massive life change like a high-stakes divorce, finding time to reset with family is essential for moving forward.
Now, Simon Baker's romance.
Simon Baker, the star of The Mentalist, is finding himself at the center of some very intriguing romance rumors, involving none other than Nicole Kidman. The two were recently seen holding hands at the New York premiere of their new show, Scarpetta, which has sent the tabloid circuit into a frenzy. What makes this particularly complicated is the reaction from Simon's ex-wife, Rebecca Rigg. Reports suggest she is shocked and confused by the potential pairing because she and Nicole have been close friends for over 40 years. Simon and Rebecca were married for 22 years before their quiet split in 2020, so seeing him potentially move on with a longtime family friend is certainly a dramatic twist. This is just the latest chapter in Simon's colorful love life, which has seen him linked to a variety of high-profile women over the years.
His history really is quite varied, Before his long marriage to Rebecca, he dated Melissa Takotz, a star from The Real Housewives of Sydney, who actually claims she gave him his big break in the industry. Since his divorce, he has been linked to an anti-vaxxer and even a woman younger than his own daughter. This latest spark with Nicole Kidman, however, carries a different weight because of the deep history between all the parties involved. While some fans are excited about the possibility of two Australian icons coming together, the personal fallout within their social circle seems to be the real story here. Whether it is just a close friendship or something more, the optics of them holding hands have definitely disrupted the status quo. It will be interesting to see if either star addresses the confusion felt by those closest to them.
Next, Zendaya and Robert Pattinson.
Zendaya and Robert Pattinson recently appeared on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon to promote their upcoming film, The Drama, and they couldn't help but joke about a certain superhero rivalry. Since Robert plays Batman and Zendaya's rumored husband, Tom Holland, is the current Spider-Man, the conversation naturally turned to who would win in a fight. Robert joked that he is legally not allowed to say Spider-Man would win, while Zendaya chimed in to say that Tom loves them both. It was a lighthearted moment that highlighted the friendly rapport between the two stars. Zendaya also touched on her incredibly busy schedule, explaining how she often has to jump between massive projects like Dune and Spider-Man with almost no break in between. She credited her team and good scheduling for keeping her sane while she manages these high-profile roles.
The chemistry between Zendaya and Robert during the interview was great, especially when they discussed their work on Dune Part 3. Zendaya mentioned that she literally wrapped filming on Euphoria at 4 a.m. and had to be on a flight to Budapest just a few hours later. It is that kind of dedication that has made her one of the biggest stars in the world. Jimmy Fallon also pointed out her habit of method dressing, where her red carpet outfits perfectly match the themes of her films, which she laughed about. While she didn't confirm the marriage rumors regarding Tom Holland, the way she and Robert joked about him made it clear he is a big part of their inner circle. It is fun to see these actors who play such serious, iconic characters have such a down-to-earth and funny relationship behind the scenes.
Now, Tiger Woods' relationship.
Tiger Woods is facing a difficult situation following his latest DUI arrest in Florida, and it is reportedly causing significant tension in his relationship with Vanessa Trump. While Vanessa has remained largely silent on social media regarding the incident, insiders suggest she is not happy at all and views the arrest as a major red flag. She has continued to post photos of her daughter at the Miami Open, maintaining a curated public image, but the silence is seen by experts as a strategic move. In high-stakes legal situations, any public comment can be scrutinized and used against a partner later on. This arrest has also raised concerns for Vanessa's ex-husband, Donald Trump Jr., who is reportedly worried about Tiger being around their children. It is a complicated web of family dynamics that is being tested by this latest legal setback for the golfer.
The legal and public relations experts weigh in on this by noting that silence is often the safest approach for a partner during the early stages of a criminal case. However, the lack of a public defense can also speak volumes about the state of the relationship. Sources indicate that the relationship was already intense, and this crash has only added to the pressure Vanessa is feeling. There is also the issue of non-disclosure agreements, which typically cover staff but not friends and family, making them a potential vulnerability for celebrities like Tiger. As the legal process moves forward, the focus will likely remain on how this affects his personal life and whether his support system will hold firm. For now, the contrast between Vanessa's upbeat social media posts and the reported behind-the-scenes fury suggests a very fragile situation for the couple.
Next, Tiger's driving habits.
Following Tiger Woods' recent rollover crash and subsequent DUI arrest, many people are asking the same question. Why doesn't a man with his resources simply hire a driver? According to the arrest affidavit, Tiger had glassy eyes and failed field sobriety tests after veering into oncoming traffic. Psychotherapists suggest that for celebrities like Tiger, refusing to use a driver is often about maintaining a sense of control and normalcy. In a life that is otherwise highly managed and structured, the act of driving yourself can feel like a vital piece of independence. Admitting that you need a driver can feel like admitting vulnerability, or accepting that your life has fundamentally changed due to past mistakes. This psychological need for autonomy often overrides the practical and safer choice of hiring professional transportation, even after multiple high-profile incidents.
It is a fascinating look into the celebrity mindset. Experts point out that after an arrest like this, the conversation often shifts to the pressures of fame and privacy, which can actually create a comforting narrative that prevents real behavioral change. By framing the incident as a result of stress, rather than a pattern of poor decision-making, it becomes easier to avoid taking full accountability. To truly interrupt this cycle, crisis teams usually recommend very practical barriers, such as mandatory drivers and limiting late-night exposure. However, if the individual still views these measures as a loss of freedom, rather than a necessary safety precaution, the pattern is likely to repeat. For Tiger, whose history with driving incidents is well documented, the struggle between his desire for a normal life and the reality of his situation continues to play out in a very public and dangerous way.
Now, Joseph Duggar's appearance.
Joseph Duggar has made his first public appearance since being released on a $600,000 bond. The former reality star was spotted at an airport in Florida alongside his father, Jim Bob Duggar. This sighting is significant because Joseph is currently facing very serious child molestation charges stemming from an incident that allegedly occurred during a family trip in 2020. The two were seen grabbing food and chatting, marking a rare moment of public visibility for the family since the legal troubles began. Joseph has pleaded not guilty to the charges, which include lewd and lascivious behavior involving a victim under the age of 12. His release conditions are strict, prohibiting any contact with the alleged victim and requiring supervision when he is around minors. The family has expressed that they are heartbroken over the situation as the legal battle unfolds.
The details in the arrest affidavit are quite disturbing, involving allegations of inappropriate contact that escalated during a family vacation. Perhaps most damaging is the report that Joseph admitted his intentions were not pure during a recorded phone call with the child's father. Despite this, he is moving forward with a not guilty plea. Seeing him out with Jim Bob suggests that the family patriarch is standing by him, which has been a consistent theme in how the Duggars handle internal scandals. However, the public's reaction to this sighting has been one of intense scrutiny, especially given the family's history with similar allegations in the past. As Joseph awaits his next court date, his every move is being watched. This airport sighting serves as a stark reminder of the serious legal cloud hanging over the once famous reality TV family and the gravity of the charges involved.
Finally, Chuck Norris's family.
The family of the late Chuck Norris has issued a stern warning to the public regarding a surge of AI-generated misinformation following the actor's death in mid-March. On his official Instagram account, the family decried a series of fake videos and posts that have been circulating online, containing false claims about the circumstances of his passing and his medical history. They specifically mentioned fabricated reports about who was present at the time of his death, and false narratives regarding his family relationships. One particularly viral AI-generated photo claimed to show a group of Hollywood legends like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone at his funeral. The family is urging fans not to share or believe any information that does not come directly from them, as these fake stories are causing unnecessary pain during their time of mourning.
This is a growing and very troubling trend, where AI is used to exploit celebrity deaths for clicks and engagement. We even saw Zendaya speak out recently about fake AI wedding photos that people actually believed were real. In the case of Chuck Norris, the misinformation is even more sensitive because it involves his final moments and his health legacy. The family's plea for people to stop sharing these posts highlights the real-world impact of digital deception. It is a reminder for all of us to be more skeptical of what we see on social media, especially when it comes from unofficial accounts using AI-generated imagery. Chuck Norris was a beloved figure, and his family deserves the respect of having his true story told rather than a series of computer-generated lies designed to go viral at the expense of their privacy and peace.
That wraps up our briefing for today. Make sure to follow us for the next daily update on the stories that matter most. We will see you back here tomorrow.